Thank you, Mr. President. I also rise in support of the legislation. I want to commend Representative Hagan for bringing a great bill. I want to commend the young lady who worked on the bill. It's an excellent piece of legislation that improves gun safety, and we will overwhelmingly support it. But if somebody else's role is to grump the situation, my role subsequently will be to ungrump it slightly. My only question for y'all is, when are we allowed to have fun versus when are we not? I got to commend the senator from the 44th on switching it up a little bit. You know, sometimes she gets accused of not switching it up. She switched it up that time, and we had a little bit of fun. But if that's enough to trigger a level of sensitivity about the work that we're doing in this chamber, to be accused of being silly, to be accused of not taking it seriously, then I would direct your attention back to the global state of affairs. We are living through times when comedy and entertainment are the only way that people are getting their news. People have been saying for years that The Daily Show, that Jon Stewart, the folks who do comedy commentating, is some of the only ways that they can even stomach listening to the news. So undoubtedly, if a headline gets written or attention gets grabbed because something goes in a slightly wayward direction, that's not just expected, that's in some cases necessary to engage the public on matters of public concern. Now, if you don't like that, there's a little segment I do once every other few days that is meant to be a little bit of satire about the state of the majority in D.C. and how it uses exactly the technique we're talking about, comedy, a little bit of satire, a little bit of frivolity, in order to capture not only the public's attention, but command its deep support. The loyalty that the president enjoys is because he is an entertainer and has been since he was featured on NBC, and Democrats are behind because we don't have yet the tools to match his entertainment value. If we can find a way as Democrats to be entertaining and not be a-holes, I actually apologize, pro tem, I told him I wouldn't do that. If we can find a way not to be abrasive, but to be as entertaining as the president, we might be onto something. So what I won't allow is for this debate to end on the grumpy, somber note that this is all serious business, that this is just about good policy making, because if that were true, I would not be in office. You wouldn't even know me. Because I got Trump deranged in 2016. I was diagnosed by a primary care physician with Trump derangement syndrome. And that's the only reason I ran for office. So if y'all don't like silliness, if y'all don't like entertainment, if y'all just want to do serious business all the time, then call your people and tell them to cut it out. Thanks, Mr. President.